everyone. I'm back with chapter 5 of Junie B. Jones and that Meanie Jim's birthday. So in chapter 4, Junie B. was telling everyone, her mom, her dad, and her Grandpa Miller, that she was moving. Because if she didn't have to go to school because she moved, then she wouldn't have to see Jim anymore. Her Grandpa Miller tried to convince her to come over to his house on Saturday to get her mind off Jim's birthday, and Junie B. was not convinced. So, we are on chapter 5 called Buzzing Like a Bee. Grandma and Grandpa Miller take turns babysitting me before lunch. Then they get me dressed for kindergarten. Except for today, Mother came home from work and she got me dressed instead. She said she would drive me to school. If I drive you, then you won't have to see Jim on the bus, she said, very thoughtful. She got out my clothes for school. It was my jumper with the frogs on it. Yeah, only guess what? I'm not even going to wear clothes today because I'm not going to go to school. And because I'm moving. Mother kept on trying to put that jumper on me. That's how come I made my legs and arms real stiff so they wouldn't fit in there that good. Then me and Mother wrestled a teeny bit and she stood me on my head and she pulled my tights on me. You're not moving, Junie B., she said. You're going to school and that's final. Running away from your problems never solves anything. Yeah, only I'm not even running, I said. I'm calling Ryder Rents Trucks and those guys will help drive me. So get ready for this picture. It's gonna make you giggle. It's pretty funny. Isn't that silly of Junie B.'s mom trying to put her clothes on her for school? Oops. Mother smiled. She tried to hug me, but I kept on staying real stiff. I stayed real stiff all the way in the car to school. Mother parked the car in the school parking lot. Then she lifted me out the door and she carried me real stiff to the playground. She stood me on the grass. Everything will be fine, you'll see, she said. Just remember what Daddy and I told you. If anyone talks about the party, pretend it doesn't bother you. She kissed me goodbye on my stiff head. Just then I heard voices hollering, Junie B! Hey, Junie B, look what we got, they hollered. I turned around. It was my bestest friends, Lucille and Grace. They were running at me. Look, said Lucille, look what Jim gave us. It's invitations to his birthday party on Saturday. It's just like he told us, Junie B said. Junie B, said Grace. He's going to have a real petting zoo there. I quick covered my ears with my hands and I closed my eyes and I sang a loud song with them. It's called I Can't Hear You, You're Not Even Bothering Me. I sang it at the top of my lungs. I can't hear you, I can't hear you, you're not even bothering me. Then I kept on singing and singing that till they went away. Also, they did the cuckoo sign at me. After that, I sat down on the grass all by myself, and I looked all around the playground. Lots of other children had invitations, too. Darn it, I whispered. That's when I saw that Meanie Jim. He was giving an invitation to a boy named Crybaby William. Crybaby William is the biggest scaredy cat in room 9. He's even scared of a teeny flea, I think. Just then, I sat up a little straighter, because I got another idea, that's why. It was called Maybe I Can Take William's invitation away from him, because he won't even chase me. And so then I'll have my own invitation, and William can get another one from Jim. And then everyone will get to go to the party, including me. I stood up from the grass. Then I squinted my eyes at Crybaby William, and I started to run very slow. I ran faster and faster till finally I was running as fast as a speeding bumblebee. I buzzed all around William zippity-quick. His eyes couldn't even follow me that good. Then I buzzed right in his face, and I grabbed the invitation out of his fingers, and I run my fastest to the swing set. And guess what? William didn't even follow me. And here's more good news. William's invitation didn't even have his name on it. So that means it could be for anybody. Only now it's mine, I said, because I will put my name on it when I get to room 9, and it will be my own invitation. Just then, the bell rang for school. I put my invitation way down in my dress pocket, and I skipped very happy to class. And here's the picture of Junie B taking Crybaby William's invitation. Crybaby Williams is this boy. And running away from him. Mrs. was standing outside of room 9. William was standing with her. His nose was sniffling a lot. I tried to skip past them, but Mrs. grabbed the straps of my frog jumper. She pulled me back. Yeah, only I don't actually think that this is a good for the outfit, I said. Mrs. did a frown. Junie B., did you take something that belonged to William? She asked. No, I said, because his name wasn't on it, and so that means it's for anybody. Mrs. tapped her foot. Was William holding an invitation, Junie B., and did you snatch it out of his hands? And then did you run away from him, she asked. I smiled very cute. I was a buzzing bee, I said. Mrs. held out her hand. May I please have it? She asked. May I have the invitation you took from William? I rocked back and forth on my feet, because I didn't want to give it to her, that's why. Yeah, only I think it might have bounced out of my pocket, I said. Mrs. bended down next to me. She leaned way into my face. I want that invitation, she said. Now. I did a gulp. Then I quick put my hand in my pocket. Good news. I found it, I said, very nervous. Give it to William, she said. Crybaby William put out his hand. I shoved it at him. Here, Mr. Stinky-head tattletale boy, I said. Here's your stinky-head invitation. Mrs. Eyes got real big. Junie B. Jones, that's quite enough. Now go sit down, and I don't want to hear another word. Do you understand, young lady? Not one word. And that's how come I walked very slumping to my seat, and I put my head on my table. Can you guess why? 'Cause I'm laying low, that's why. And that's the end of chapter 5, so her plan to steal an invitation did not work. Okay, until we join each other again for chapter 6. Bye!